What's up, Frenzy Head Nation? It is Coach Cole. Welcome back to another episode of Sports Frenzy. We're on season 13, episode 2, and we are deep within the football season. Yes, indeed, it's great to have football back, and lots of great games this past weekend I took in for the first week of college football. And, lots of high school action. I didn't get out to any games there, but we did have lots of high school action both going on. It was for the weekend as well. Yeah, Saturday, Friday, and Saturday night. Some of our games were. And we had, of course, Sunday night football and Sunday football, and then Monday night football. Football's back, stronger than ever. And, we're covering mostly, well, we are covering all football on the show right now. That's, because we all pretty much love football. But we can't forget there's still baseball and other sports going on. We haven't even had the World Series yet this year. So, yes, there's still other sports going on as well. But gosh darn it all, we are highly focused on football. I got to do something a little bit different with the lighting here, guys. Hang on just a second. Maybe some adjustments. There we go. Let's see if that makes a difference at all. All right, so news in Michigan land. As you've seen the game Saturday night was a later game. Well, it was a way later game because they had the storms that delayed things. But after that game, Michigan, basically in the press conference and the next day for sure, named their starting quarterback. And people are excited about this one. J.J. McCarthy will be leading your Michigan Wolverines from here on out unless something changes. And I got to tell you, this has been huge news all over the place. JJ has an NIL deal, I believe it's called. So they have stuff of his. Well, he had an autographed postcard come out on the MDen. Excuse me. And I'm like, oh, cool. We'll check into this. Well, they were going for about $100. And so I paid no more attention to that because, I don't have $100 to spend on an autograph. But anyway, I get home tonight and I'm looking at stuff and get home a night earlier in the week. Excuse me. And this thing had sold out within an hour. And then there's other autographs on there that he had, autograph pictures and autograph stuff, sold out within the hour. So J.J. McCarthy is being welcomed and embraced with heart and soul and love, and people are ready to see what he can do for the Wolverines as their starting quarterback. This adds a lot of dimension to the Wolverines. Just because we haven't had a quarterback that's been mobile and got an arm on him for a while, and our team is responding well to him. So yes, this could be great, exciting news for the Michigan Wolverines moving forward. I feel like we're on the right page right now. We'll see what happens when we get to some of our bigger games. But yeah, I mean, people are excited about JJ. His gear is selling out. He's got a T-shirt out and a jersey out you can buy now with the lettering and stuff on it. This kid is hopefully going to do some great things here at Michigan. So that's the Michigan news. And how you guys feel about the Detroit Lions after week 1? Excuse me. Gosh, okay, let's get some lemonade in me here. Get rid of this cough for some crazy reason. Oh, we're going with the Milo brand again this week. Milo brand. Get it at Meyer. It's pretty good lemonade. I don't know, but there really isn't many lemonades I found that I don't like. So let's take a sip of this though. There we go. That helps. Wet the whistle a little bit. I don't know why. Sometimes I get a little dry when I start talking. When I start filming Sports Frenzy, it's crazy. Anyway, we jump into how did you feel about your Detroit Lions? I felt they came out strong in the beginning, and then they kind of puttered a little bit, and then came back a little strong towards the end. Philadelphia Eagles, they played them harder than they have in the past. And so there were some good things to take away from this and some bad things to take away from this. But they lost by only 3 points. Not your typical Lions. I guess it is typical for the Lions to lose it in the fourth. And they did let them go and score on them with about a minute 15 left in the game. I saw some improvements, though. I thought they looked better. We'll see what happens. But I'm still feel kind of good about the Lions right now. We'll see what happens after week 2. See if anything develops this week. All right. Well, that's enough chit chat to begin with. Let's go ahead and get you guys going on the show here as we get into week 2 of season 13 of Sports Frenzy. We are going to start off with our high school games. And we got some good games this week. Okay, wait, my pen there. Always a little prepared. There we go. Got it. All right, high school football. And I tell you, we're jumping right out of the gates with a rivalry game this week, folks. This is a rivalry that goes back many, many, many years. And it is your Adrian Maples. The Adrian Maples now have 2 wins and 1 loss. Pretty good opening season for the Maples. But they are traveling to and playing against one of their arch rivals from the past, the undefeated Tecumseh Indians. Oh boy, the Indians are 3-0 on the season for the first time in a while that I can think of. They haven't had this good of a record in a while. They're on a comeback trail as well. All right, but I know I have my classroom in Adrian there. Paulson's room. This is going to be a week for you guys. This game is away for you guys. You're in Tecumseh. You're in enemy territory. They got a big stadium, and it's going to be loud, I'm betting. And the rivalry is the rivalry still as heated as it used to be? I don't know. I'm out of touch with that a little bit. I think it is. But anyway, Maple fans, what do you think? Do you think you can get it done in Tecumseh this week? Come on, let me hear it from Paulson's room. Paulson's room, what do you guys think? Let me hear your team cheer. Cheer it up for the Adrian Maples. Let's go, Maples. Let's go, Maples. Let's go, Maples. Oh, come on, I can't hear you guys. I know we work on being quiet in our rooms, but you know what? This is for the football team. Your team's going to need your energy. They want to hear you guys in the hallway cheering for them. So bring the noise. Get loud. Let's hear it for your Adrian Maples football team. Let's go, Maples. Let's go, Maples. Come on, Adrian. A little bit louder. Come on, Paulson's room. You can do better than that. I know you can. That's kind of like midway point. but you want to be super loud so they can hear you in the hallways. So the football players and guys will open your guys' door, come in and say, "Yeah, that classroom cheered the loudest for us. Go, Adrian Maples." But I'm about to get booed. Tecumseh is on a 3-0 run. This game is in Tecumseh. Would I like to see Adrian pull it off? Absolutely. But Adrian fans, Coach Co's letting you down this week because he's going with the Tecumseh Indians for the victory. Oh, no, I know. No, oh, man, no, don't throw things at me. I'm just on the screen. I'm not live with you guys right there. I'm live with you guys right now, but you can't. It's not going to get me because you're throwing it at a screen. Don't ruin your screen. Don't get mad at me. I know. I don't pick against you guys very often because I fire you up and keep you guys cheered up and going for your team. But this is a rivalry week for you guys. And I should also mention that my son actually graduated from Tecumseh, so I have a little bit of allegiance there. I don't really show that much allegiance to them. I cheer more for you guys than I do for Tecumseh, but he did graduate from there, so I'm giving Tecumseh to win this week. They're looking really good, 3-0. Both the teams, though, but I gotta move away from this. But both teams showing improvements this year. This could be a heck of a football game to watch this year. Hopefully, the rivalry isn't as steamed as it used to be because, man, there used to be fights. Police used to have to be called. This game got a little scary at times with the rivalry. So let's keep it friendly competition this year, shall we? All right. Moving right along. I should mention all these games are Friday night games, 7 p.m., unless I say otherwise. Sometimes there's Saturday games. Did find out from Joyce that who actually has a son that plays sports. So she has some inside stuff. It looks like some of our Saturday games are being played because there's a ref shortage this year. So I don't think they have enough refs to go around completely on Friday night. So that's why we're seeing some Saturday games for high school as well because of the referee situation. And honestly, I can't blame them. Reffing is a horrible, horrible job these days. And I couldn't see myself doing it either. All right, next up, we have Coach Cole's home school. We have the Addison Panthers. Panther power, baby. Panthers have 2 wins and 1 loss. And they are on the road this week. They are traveling to and playing against the Michigan Center Cardinals. The Cardinals have 1 win and 2 losses. I think this is going to be a rather easy week for the Addison Panthers. And so I displeased my Adrian fans, but I will make my Addison Panther fans and some of my former classmates and people happy that I am choosing the Panthers for the victory this week. Yes, no hate mail coming from Panther country as I'm siding with the Addison Panthers for the victory. All right, next up, we have the struggling Blissfield Royals. The Royals have 1 win and 2 losses. They're on the road this week. They're traveling to Hillsdale. Hillsdale has 1 win and 2 losses. How you guys feeling about the Blissfield Royals this week? Do you think they can get it done? Both teams have, do they both have the same record? They do. So you know what that means. One of these two teams, somebody this week's going to come away a winner. Are you feeling confident in the Blissfield Royals? Can they get it done in Hillsdale this week? I'm going to say yes. I'm going with the Blissfield Royals for the victory. And someday we will be seeing Harrison Mapstone playing for the Blissfield Royals varsity, I bet. So vote for Blissfield now. All right, next up we have 8-man action. We have the Britton Deerfield Patriots. The Patriots struggling this year. They had a really good season last year in 8-man football. This year, not so much. 1 win and 2 losses for them already. And they're on the road this week as well. They are traveling to and playing against the Vandercook Lake Jayhawks. The Jayhawks, however, are horrible this season. They have 0 wins and 3 losses. So I feel like, even though it's an away game, this is the week BD gets it done and gets their number 2 victory of the season. Go Patriots. Oh, man, this next game. Woo! This next game is 2 of my favorite high school teams. We got the Columbia Central Golden Eagles, baby. The Eagles have always made Coach Co an honorary member of the team. Got a new shirt this season from them. I got my hat. And I just it's awesome that the Eagles, Golden Eagles, embrace me every season and are huge supporters of the show and make Coach Co an honorary fan and an honorary teammate. And I love that. I think that is the coolest thing ever. So I appreciate Columbia Central so much for making Coach Co feel like a member of the team and a part of your school. And Columbia Central is coming off a big win this past week. They have 1 win and 3 losses. They got a tough road ahead of them this week, though, as they travel to play my other favorite team, the Clinton Red Wolves. The Red Wolves are starting off strong this season. They have 3 wins and 0 losses. I have family in the Red Wolves country, future up-and-comers probably playing football. Clinton is, like I said, one of my top favorite teams. Clinton overall is just an awesome town. And I met my wife in Clinton, so met Mary in Clinton, and a lot of great memories in Clinton. Plus, like I said, I got family that could eventually be playing on the football team. So, with that being said, this is Coach Co's deferred game. I cannot pick this one. I am too close to both these teams. Therefore, I'm out and willing to sacrifice the point for both my teams. That's just how it is. And when you're watching the show this week, I might be wearing my Clinton shirt and my Columbia Central hat, so I'm supporting both teams. We'll see. I don't know. I haven't decided what I'm going to do yet. I might just go blue, go Michigan. We'll see. Anyway, again, I defer that game. May the best team win. And I love both these schools. But that's what I have to do. I'm deferring this one. No vote for me. Yes, I'm sacrificing a point, but it's worth it in the end for my love for both these teams. So there you go. Coincidentally, we got Coach Ron Randolph and Columbia Central. And we also have a Coach Randolph who is the Clinton coach. So there we go. Just throwing that out there. All right, next up, we have Ida. The Ida Blue Streaks. The Blue Streaks have 0 wins and 3 losses. They are traveling to and playing against the Hudson Tigers. The Tigers are red hot right now. Last week was a scary one for them. They almost, or not last week. No, last week wasn't a scary one for them. They dominated that game. Sorry, that was the week before. But yes, they're 3-0. And do we know any people out in Hudson? What is it? Oh, yes. Logan, we have our Hudson classroom. And Logan, are you coaching football this season? Logan is a coach for the JV, I believe, or he was last year. I don't know if he's still doing it this year. I haven't really even talked to you this year yet, Logan. So hopefully he's still coaching the JV. But we got the Hudson Tigers, 3 wins, 0 losses. Hudson Tigers, we'll hear it for your classroom in just a second, but we also have to give a shout out to our Hudson sideline reporter, one of my oldest brothers and dearest friends, Mr. Rich Hollowell. Always like to give you a shout out for all that you do. It was kind of funny this past week. He gave me a shout out with the score, and I think that score came in like 10 o'clock or something like that, or a little after 10, and I think I had already nodded off because I responded to his score with just like, okay. Not congratulations or anything. Like, we normally have a conversation after a win, but yeah, not this past week. I think I dozed off. So, all right, Hudson Tigers. Logan's classroom, get loud for your team, the Hudson Tigers. Let's hear it. Come on, guys. You guys have a theme song over there, or a fight song over there. I call it theme song, but it's a fight song. Hudson fight song. Logan can lead you guys in this. I'm sure he knows it. He's got to know this song. So let's hear the Hudson fight song. Come on, let's go. I can't hear you. You guys can do louder than that. Or just give me a cheer. Just give me a super loud cheer for your team, the Hudson Tigers. Come on, Hudson. Come on. I know we talked about this in the past. I know we've said, in the classroom, inside voice, but you're cheering for your team, and you want them to hear you in the hallways over there. So let's hear it for the Hudson Tigers. Let's go, Tigers. Let's go, Tigers. Let's go, Tigers. And that's all I know. I don't have any idea what your guys' fight song is. You're going to have to, send me a copy of it or something. That'd be really cool to get a copy of you guys singing the Hudson fight song. But anyway, I am going with the Hudson Tigers for the victory. All right. This week, this game is being billed as a war, a battle. And I have been, I ride the bus now, so I've been hearing, we have the WLEN radio station on so that we can keep track if there's any accidents or anything on the roads, on our routes. But this one, I heard the coach from Lenawee Christian on there, and he said this is a great game for them. This is always a battle, and you can see why. This week we have the Colon Magi, and this name blows my mind. I have no idea. The Colon Magi is a crazy sounding name, and I just figure, I don't know. It sounds insane. But they have 3 wins and 0 losses, the Colon Magi does. And they are traveling to and playing against the undefeated Lenawee Christian Cougars. Cougars also have 3 wins and 0 losses. And this, folks, it's your first three-point bonus game. It's your first three-point bonus game. Oh, it's first 3-point bonus game. Yes, it is. Woo! And they say it's going to be a battle. I'm going with Lenawee Christian for the victory. All right. Next up, we have the Whiteford Bobcats. The Bobcats are undefeated this season. They have 3 wins, 0 losses. And they are traveling to and playing against the Madison Trojans. Madison, they have 1 win and 2 losses. This one doesn't look good to me. It's at Madison, but Whiteford is undefeated. Will Madison be able to bring or do anything against these guys? I don't know. I'm not feeling it. Doesn't look good as far as I'm concerned. I'm going Whiteford Bobcats for the victory. Next up, we have the North Point Christian Mustangs. They have 3 wins, 0 losses. They're on the road this week, and they're traveling to and playing against the Morenci Bulldogs. The Bulldogs not doing so good, even as becoming an 8-man football team. They are 0 wins and 3 losses. I was discussing this with Mr. Jason Boring just on Tuesday, and we were talking about, I said, you know what? I just realized this. I'm like, the rivalry's over with Sand Creek. There'll be no more rivalry games in Sand Creek. But then he said, well, I mean, there may be someday if Sand Creek decides to go to 8-man football. Interesting thought, Mr. Boring. In the meantime, I am definitely going with the Mustangs. I don't see Morency having any chance at all against these guys. So I'm going with the Mustangs. Next up, we have the Dundee Vikings. The Dundee Vikings are 3 wins and 0 losses. They are traveling to and playing against the Onstead Wildcats. The Wildcats looking weaker than they have in a while. They have 1 win and 2 losses. This is a home game for them. I got to tell you, Sports Frenzy used to be in Onstead. I lived in Onstead for a while. When my dad when my mom passed away. So we lived in Onstead for a while. You know, Onstead has a lot of spirit over there with their sports teams, and so to see them struggling this season is tough. I will say this: out of a lot of the Lenawee County concession stands, Onstead, for me, would get first prize for their concession stand. They actually do almost like a barbecue there. And so you get fresh grilled burgers and fries and things like that there that you can order from their concession stand. So they may not, so saying the good things, they might be struggling with their sports teams this school year. But if you're going there to watch the game, their concession stands are pretty darn awesome. Or at least they were. It's been a few years since I've been there, but we'll see. With that being said, though, I'm giving the win to Dundee. If Onstead pulls off the victory, cool. I'd be satisfied with that. I'd sacrifice a point for Onstead to win, but I've got to go with Dundee. The record speaking for itself. And our last high school football game this week. We have the struggling Sand Creek Aggies. The Aggies only have 1 win this year. 1 win for the Aggies and 2 losses. 2 losses. Both of those losses were shutouts. I have not seen the Aggies ever be shut out as far back as I can remember watching this football team. But yes, they were shut out, 0. No points scored. I don't know. I talked to Mr. Jason Boyne about this one as well, and he said, you know, some of the things he's heard is they lost a lot of guys last season. So they're a younger, newer team, up developing and not developing so well at the moment. But yes, I mean, if they keep getting shutouts like that, do you think the coach's job will be in jeopardy? Is it too early to start worrying about the future of Sand Creek football? I don't know what you guys' thoughts on that are, but yes, they are on the road this week. And they got a tough road ahead of them. They are traveling to and playing against the Brandywine Bobcats. The Bobcats have 2 wins and 1 loss. I don't know. With the information I'm getting out of Sand Creek, but then I have my former co-host on Sports Frenzy, Dan, would absolutely tear my head off if I don't go with his Aggies because he is their official scorekeeper. So I can't upset my buddy Dan. I'll go Sand Creek Aggies just for him. Just for you, Dan. Still supporting the Aggies. even though I think it's going to be a tough uphill battle for them. Maybe they'll prove me wrong. Maybe this week is the week they do it. All right, it's time to move into college football action. And if you are not, well, let me see what time this game is being played, actually. This is week 3 of college football action. And I didn't mention it, but it was week 4 of high school football action. So week 4 of high school football action, and this is week 3 of college football action. And we haven't actually, we actually, okay, let's talk, Tim. We have, is what I'm trying to say, a Friday night college football game for you. If you're not going to be out in the community going to one of your local teams, then this is going to be a good game to watch. Let's see what we got here. Where's my logo? There it is. All right. So we have the red hot Florida State Seminoles. The Seminoles are getting red hot this season. They have 2 wins, 0 losses. They're not in the top 25 yet, but it's said they're very close to breaking into the top 25. They're on the road this week. They are traveling to and playing against the Louisville Cardinals. The Cardinals also have 2 wins and 0 losses. Again, this is a Friday night game. It is being played at 7:30, so that's about a half hour after your local games kick off. Again, like I said, if you're not going to be if you're going to be stuck at home, not at a local game, then this would be the game to watch. This is going to be on ESPN. And this game, I tell you, I think is going to be a good game this week. I made it your second. Didn't. Yes, your second. Didn't. It's your second. 3 points. 3 points. It's your second 3-point bonus game. Yes, it is. Second 3-point bonus game of the week comes on a Friday night. College football action on ESPN. And I really like the Florida State Seminoles. And the thing about Florida State is they have full 100% support from the Seminoles. So you won't ever see them changing their name because the Seminoles love the college wants to support their heritage and shows them how to do things and does it, and they do it in great style. Huge. Florida State's becoming one of those teams that I really kind of like as well, ranking them pretty high up there on my liked list. So I've got Florida State for the victory. All right, next up, we go to our locals. Oops. We have the Adrian Bulldogs. The Bulldogs are 1-1 on the season, 1 win and 1 loss. They're on the road this week. They are traveling to play against the Bluffton Beavers. Bluffton Beavers. The Beavers have 0 wins and 2 losses. This will be a 6 p.m. kickoff on Saturday. And it is not on YouTube this week. It's not a YouTube game. So Probably because it's not home. I don't know. But I think the Bulldogs come away with an easy victory this week. Go Bulldogs. All right, this week we do have Siena Heights on the list. And they are, let's see here. Oh, where'd it go? There it is. Okay, we have the Truman Bulldogs. The Truman Bulldogs have. Oops, I'm sorry, jumping the gun on that a little bit. That's not who they have at all. All right, let's try this again. Take 2 for Siena Heights football. Siena Heights football. Siena has 1 win, 0 losses. They're on the road this week, and they're traveling to and playing against the St. Xavier Cougars. The St. Xavier Cougars have 0 wins and 2 losses. Kickoff for this game is 1 p.m. Saturday. This is not a televised game either. But, well, no buts or anything. It's not a televised game. And it's not at home. So, that being said, I am choosing the Saints for the victory in this one. All right. Up next. Now we have the Truman Bulldogs. Come here, logo. The Truman Bulldogs. The Bulldogs have 1 win and 1 loss. They are traveling to and playing against the Hillsdale Chargers. The Chargers have 2 wins and 0 losses. They are looking very good this season. This is a Saturday game. 1 p.m. kickoff. And this is not a televised game either. But I am going to choose the Hillsdale Chargers for the victory. All right. Next up, we have the Connecticut Huskies. They have 1 win and 1 loss. They are traveling to and playing against the world's greatest football team. I'm talking about the 4th ranked, the mighty Michigan Wolverines, baby. The Wolverines are 2 wins and 0 losses. Go Blue. Because it's great to be a Michigan Wolverine. It's great to be a Michigan Wolverine. Hail, hail to Michigan. Hail, hail the power. Hail, hail the mighty Michigan Wolverines. Hail to Mo Michigan. Hail, hail to Michigan, the leaders and the best. Let's go Blue. Let's go Blue. Let's go Blue. Hail, hail to Michigan. Hail, hail the power. The mighty, go Blue, Michigan Wolverines. The Wolverines. Well, I already said they have 2 wins and 0 losses. This is a 12 p.m. kickoff. Go Blue. Notice the logo is also blue. Go Blue. And it is going to be on the cable network ABC. Go Blue. Oh, we got to do it at least one more time, right? Because it's great to be a Michigan Wolverine. It's great to be a Michigan Wolverine. Hail, hail the mighty Michigan Wolverines. Go Blue. Go Blue. Go, go, go Blue. I've got the Michigan Wolverines for the victory. Because you got to do it again. Because it's great to be A Michigan Wolverine. It's great to be a Michigan Wolverine. Hail to the victors. Hail, hail to Michigan, the leaders and the best. Go Blue! All right. That's the last time I'll torture you with that this week during this part of the show. Go Blue. All right, we're moving on to one of my next favorite college teams in the MAC conference. Just down the road, we have the Eastern Michigan Eagles. The Eagles are 1 win and 1 loss. And wow, they are traveling to Arizona. They are playing the Arizona Sun Devils. Wow. They also have 1 win and 1 loss. This is a Saturday game. This is going to be a late game. This has an 11 p.m. kickoff, and I don't even think I got a logo for that. So this is going to be a late game. So this will be my late game for Saturday night to watch. Arizona State and the Eastern Michigan Eagles. Kind of cool. These two teams are playing each other. But yeah, how is Eastern Michigan going to handle the heat of Arizona? This is an 11 p.m. kickoff. It's going to be on the Pac-12 network. Actually, I don't know if I have the Pac-12 network, so I might not be able to watch that game. I don't know. I'll have to look on my list of channels on my TV. So you guys know who I got. I got the Eastern Michigan Eagles for the victory. Go Eagles. Next up, we have the Louisiana Monroe Warhawks. The Warhawks have 0 wins and 1 loss. They are traveling to and playing against these guys dropped in the rankings by 1. The Alabama Crimson Tide went from number 1 to number 2 because of the tough game and the very small victory over Texas. Will they be able to get back their number 1 spot? It's possible. Right now they're sitting at number 2 with 2 wins and 0 losses still. They're still undefeated. And shout out to our very own Bama Buer. And we'll give her a Roll Tide roll because she follows the show. And we thank you for your support, Bama Buer. So Alabama, that's why some people hate Alabama. Some people like Alabama. Bama doesn't always play great teams every week. But Bama will always be on the sheets because I try to get some games on there that people and the teams they love. And Bama Buer, huge Alabama fan, so her team's on here. And I'm, of course, going to give Alabama the victory this week, and we'll give her one more Roll Tide roll. Oh, this is a 4 p.m. game. 4 p.m. kickoff, and it is on the SEC network. And I put that all as one word for some odd reason. SEC network for that game. All right, next up, we have a 7:30 kickoff Saturday for the East Lansing Burning Couches, a.k.a. the Sparties. Coincidentally, the teacher I work with, Julie Mabstone, she is a Stater. And then I found out this past week as well, Tom, who I ride bus with, is also a Michigan Stater. So I don't know. Got a few Staters in my life. That'll never change me from being 100% Go Blue. You guys can go ahead and have your team if you want them. Anyway, they are 2-0 right now. They have 2 wins, 0 losses. They're on the road this week. They are playing the Washington Huskies. Michigan State is ranked 11th in the nation right now. And the Huskies have 2 wins and 0 losses. Both these teams have 2 wins, 0 losses. 7:30 kickoff. This one will be on ABC. And does anybody think the Washington Huskies can upset the Sparties? I gotta tell you, Sparty fans, they don't like Michigan fans cheering for them. I've been told this. I've heard this. They've said this. They publicly addressed this. I mean, that doesn't necessarily come from Tom or Mapstone because they're not like that. But Michigan State in general has said we don't want Michigan fans supporting us no matter what. Here on the show, I've shown them some love sometime. This week, I'm willing to sacrifice a point, I guess. I'm going to go with Wisconsin. Or I'm sorry, Wisconsin. Washington. The Washington Huskies to upset. I'm not going to go so far as to call this Coach Co's upset special of the week because I'm not feeling any love for any of those games yet. But I will say I'll give it them just because State doesn't want Michigan's fans cheering for them. So, all right, I won't cheer for you this week. All right, so we got. We got Washington. Okay. That was our last college football game of the week. All right, so we've got NFL action for you this week. We have the Washington Commanders, 1 win, 0 losses. They're traveling to Detroit to play your Detroit Lions. Who's feeling it for the Lions? Do you still feel love for the Detroit Lions? Will this week's game be a sellout and standing room only? Lions fans turned out for the first game. They said that is the first sellout for a Lions game since it was one of the Thanksgiving games. It might have been Thanksgiving from a few years back. But the Lions have 0 wins, 1 loss. This game is being played at 1 o'clock. It'll be on 1 o'clock. It'll be on Fox. I'm not giving up on the Lions yet. I'm not going to give up on them. I'll go Detroit Lions over the Washington Commanders, or whatever they're calling themselves these days. I don't know. Either way, going with the Lions for the victory. Kind of a lion, I guess. All right. In our final game of the week, we have the Atlanta Falcons. The Falcons have 0 wins and 1 loss. And they are traveling to and playing against your defending Super Bowl champions who got their butts kicked this past week. Yes, we're talking about the LA Rams. The LA Rams lost under Matthew Stafford. How about those Detroit Ram shirts now, huh? You guys still feeling the love for Matthew Stafford? Are the Rams not going to be as good this season? I have no clue. But I do feel like they will probably get it done at home against the Atlanta Falcons. This game is your 4 p.m. game. Where's my 4 p.m.? I had a 4 p.m. right here. Here it is. This is a 4 o'clock game, and you can watch it on Fox. So there you go. I'm gonna go LA. I don't think they're in any trouble yet. We'll see. Are they gonna repeat this year? I highly doubt it. But I mean, Steph, it only takes one Super Bowl ring to be a Super Bowl champion, right? All right, so I'm going with the Rams. I forgot to look up where this week's NASCAR race is. Let's find out what's going on with the NASCAR race. Siri, where is this week's NASCAR race at?
The 2022 Bristol Night Race will be held at Bristol Motor Speedway in Bristol, Tennessee on Saturday, the 17th of September.
All right. So this is a Saturday night race at 7:30 at Bristol, Tennessee. It's a 500 lap race, so our race will get over early this year or this week because it's not on Sunday. I've still got Kyle Busch. Just my driver. That's who I go with. Always going with Busch. So I'm gonna stick with Busch. Even though he hasn't been doing very good this season, still got Busch. All right. Well, guys, that wraps it up for another week of Sports Frenzy. I hope you guys, again, are enjoying the show and get out there and enjoy some sports this weekend. Another full weekend of football. And there are some other sports going on, too. Really, quite a few. Baseball, for example. So whatever your sport is, get out there and have a great weekend. Enjoy it. I'm the coach. Be blessed, everyone. And hopefully we'll get a weekend wrap-up show done for you guys on Sunday. All right. Take care, everybody. I love you. Talk to you again real soon.